Okay, we're at the Okefenokee Heritage Center right next door to Southern Forest World. Got like a little museum. I don't know that Jacob the carpetbagger came here when he came to Southern Forest World. He was just looking for the dog in the tree. Same thing with Tampa J. There's other stuff here. Let's see if I can show everybody what we got going on in here. We actually had an old shift road kind of like that. I don't remember if it had glass doors though. I think it had solid wood doors. Doctor Dentist. That's an old dental chair. It was an old barber chair. It says it's a dental chair. On wheels, no less. They could roll you down the street and drill a hole in your head. Cool looking hat. Don't touch it, you'll go to sleep. Stairway to Nowhere with a creepy child on top. Ooh, whoa. Somebody playing the fiddle. Thank you for not putting glass in here. No reflection. Huh. Cool beans. Cool beans. That was the Hilltop House, constructed in 1871. First house to be constructed in Waycross. It was built by Dr. Daniel Lott, one of the founders of the town. Porch, parlor, stairwell, which are displayed here are portions of a Hilltop House that were salvaged for this exhibit. The original house was on the crest of a hill located at 1200 Plant Avenue. Hilltop House exhibit on display here was one of the first permanent exhibits to be created after the Okefenokee Heritage Center was established. The painting on the wall to the left shows how the original Hilltop House looked when it's one of the grandest houses in Waycross. Let's go check out my Native American display. We need to do a little bit of woodwork on our canoe. It's starting to look a little rough. Don't know if she's still seaworthy. Shellier pins. Spanish contact vessel. Irene complicated stamp vessel. Doing sites in southern Georgia. Look at the arrowheads. Deerbone, oh. There's a light bulb in here, y'all. Got a sunroof. deer skin. Yeah, that canoe needs a little bit of work on it. Ooh, check out that bird. I didn't even see him. Male bald eagle. Well, he's got some darkness going on the headpiece. Victrola. Coconut head. Tubing. Oh, they got old polo possum hiding back here. He used to be a thing. Polo possum by Walt Kelly. Hells and Waycross, Georgia, everybody. All you people that didn't know. That's where a writer was from, at least. Huh. Creepy. That's pretty. Some pretty colors in that little baby quilt. That's a very small quilt, if y'all can tell. But it's pretty. Big Creek Gator got first place. A gator made out of oyster shells. I'm not sure how to react to that. Oh, look at that hat. $. Oh, there's a pretty quilt too. Scrappy blue heron. That was $200. Is this one for sale? Not for sale. Huh.
just a membership card.
Graham Parsons.
What kind of membership is she going in?
Well, we'll make her a heritage. Yeah. I think she's already a member. She's probably a member under membership.
That's kind of cool. Walking sticks. Seaboard. Used to be Seaboard coastline out here. Well, it used to be Atlantic coastline. Then they merged with Seaboard. And so on and so on. And now you got CSX in Waycross. Butterfly paintings on the side of that building over there. Or storage shed, whatever you want to call it. Am I spending too much time here trying to give y'all some culture? Maybe not. Stick around, you might learn some things. Who knows? That's on it. That's probably on it. The venue. I don't know. What is the venue? It is a venue. Who knows? There's the Hilliard house. I was promised a house back here that does not look like an old house to me. Maybe it's past that. Oh, don't put a rope on a bell. Expect me not to walk over and want to ring it. Oh, that'll be the Hilliard house. Let's see what this is. Yeah, I don't remember some of these things. This is a print press. Motion lights. Y'all getting uptown now. The story of the newspaper and the Waycross Journal-Herald. Yeah, this thing looks like she needs a little bit of work on him. Bring it back up to snuff. That a vault? That is a heavy door. I don't even want to try that. Back in the day. This is what coming off the wire means from the Associated Press. Used to be a hard, strenuous process, apparently. Oh man, that is an old piece of paper right there. Waycross Journal-Herald. Can't see it. Y'all make out the date on that? I can't from here. 1936. Okay, that piece of newspaper right there is older than I am, and that's pretty old. You need to take a rest break there, Mr. Newspaper. There's some of the old pictures of the Journal-Herald. Back when I knew them, they wasn't in that building. And it must have been before the one I knew. Okay. Now celebrating 100 years. I would be willing to bet, there's the Journal Herald, I remember, that the Journal Herald is no more. Welcome to the Heard house. These are the kind of houses my parents and grandparents used to come up in. They had old houses like this. Can you go? You cannot go in there. Not in there, at least. You go in here. Now that's a big old basket over there. Big trunk. Little fireplace. Cool beans, cool beans. Wilds. I do remember some wilds around here somewhere. I know the name. When people saying those things like, you know, up there at the old Wilds place. Yep. Dee-dee-doo. Dee-dee-doo. Dee-dee-dee. Got an old church pew right there. Chillaxing in the shade in Waycross, Georgia. Look at the moonshine. I could use a sip about right now. That's just what I need, is moonshine, honey. Crazy enough without that stuff. I about got stuck trying to get inside a while ago. I don't know if that's on this video or not, because I'm going to have to bust them up, because my folks don't like to watch nothing but 30 seconds before leaving. I've made enough today to make about 800 shorts, if that's the case. Dare I? Dare I? It's there, y'all. I mean, you know, it's right there. It's kind of like, can we spin it? Where is that bell in this shot? I don't know. Do y'all see me? Yep. This is not going to end well. Damn, and I'm hard of hearing. Cop's gonna show up now. Hey, we're be in trouble. You're not supposed to ring the bell. Why'd you put a rope on it? Exactly. Why did you put a rope on it? Here, what we got here now. The ACL caboose. What did I tell y'all? ACL, then turned into SCL. Now let's take a walk down it, then we'll take a walk through it. How about that? What we got? That's the 0443 caboose. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Probably not. That's another Atlantic Coast. These are passenger cars. Here's one thing I do know, folks. They don't put a caboose on a passenger train. So we've got passenger cars with a caboose, and I think we got a steam locomotive. I don't think would have been in the air with this, but anyway, it's still cool out here, you know. The stuff they've got is pretty neat. Switch it. Not me. Make it the train. The train. The train. Stuff at the train station. Train tracks. Well, we gotta progressively get this thing going here, y'all. Tell you what we're gonna do. We are gonna go in the caboose, see how far we can go and work our way up to the train, the engine, the locomotive, whatever you, watch your head. If you gotta watch your head right there, you're a pretty tall feller. Yeah, you do. Let's start this thing back down in the caboose. Look at that train track. Train ain't gonna run on that real good. No, sir. Doo-dee-doo. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-doo. Doo-dee-doo. Whoa, I'm getting drunk here, y'all. I have consumed no alcoholic beverages today. I'm just old. Recenter that. Come on, bud. There you go. I don't know if you're gonna be able to make the walk all the way through or not. Let's see what happens when we try this. This is where they slept at, and heated their beans up on the thing. Then you got these things right here. I'm not sure if I can get up here or not. I can try. Ow! They got a thing hanging over your head where you whack your brains out climbing up here. Old people probably don't need to be climbing up here. I could just sit here and take a break. Looking out the caboose. Cupola. Cupola. How you say that? Anybody know how to say that right there? Cupola. All I know is it'll leave a knot on your head. What happens if we're not doing anything and we got 70 psi of something? That could be a whole lot of not good, eh? How y'all doing over there, visible people? Y'all liking the ride up? I know one thing, it's a little toasty in here. I gotta go back down by that evil head knocker right there. Bad sign. Without falling down here. That's a long way down there when you're as old as I am and got as many brittle bones as I do. Yeah, Tampa J and Adam the Woo, who don't usually like these kind of proceedings. Jacob, those guys, they're a lot younger than I am. They can handle this climbing stuff better than I can, but I still try. I mean, think about it. Who walked up to the top of Ghost Town in the Sky this past July at 65? Oh, where's that thing? Must have bumped it again. Shaky sign. Alright, we gotta speed this thing up because we do have work to do. Yeah, we gotta make some things happen here. Ooh, musky smell. The fancy room here. Damn. I ain't got a regular old toilet. sink. Not sure what this sink is for. Is this for brushing your teeth, for peeing in? What is that? I don't even think I want to know. It's cool how they got the old luggage in here, huh? I don't know that I'd want to sit on these boys. I wonder if these was original or if that's something they stuck in here. These could look like they could be original. They're looking that way and they're looking that way. Huh. Old piece of luggage there. Somebody's still waiting on their lost luggage to return. He's probably dead by now. Waste cups. No, it is fancy rooms. Oh, that one boarded off. That was probably their little bathroom. Very little if it was. What we got going on out here now? We got a bathroom in here. A toilet at least. Oh, scales that actually work. Check it. Vintage Pitney Bowes Detective Postal Post Service Scale. Postometer 1940. That's pretty cool. This is where they hung mailbags. Or somebody's Christmas presents never did arrive. Pigeonholes. Mailbag. Anybody drop any money in there for me? No. Be nice. I could use some money, couldn't we all? Warning, property of Seaboard Coastline. Anyone committing theft, vandalism, or trespass will be prosecuted. I don't think there is a Seaboard Coastline anymore. I'm pretty sure there's not. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Let's take a quick look at this. It's talking about the merger, Atlantic Coast and Seaboard Coast. Yep, my dad worked at Atlantic Coast and then it became Seaboard. I remember seeing both of the trains out there. Seaboard Airline Railroad through the heart of the South. Atlantic Coastline, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Look at all them train tracks. And most of them go right through Waycross. Where ways cross. And people sit around board. Waycross. Looks like the party room. Let's go over here. See what we got over here. Don't look like we got anything over here. Looks like a whole lot of nothing, so we'll stay on the train. Let's move on down this train, boys. SCLL&N. Nothing there. C. Not sure what that was. Steam locomotive instructional model. Huh. There's an old light. Light's working in here. Possibly even a fan. CSX, Seaboard. At the YMCA. YMCA. GATX Waycross premier sponsor of the Okefenokee Chief Train Museum. car mover. You could move the car with this thing. Really. Signal lanterns. Now, let me see here. The closest thing we had to that was this one over here. Had one similar to that, not quite the same thing. This is mid 20th century, so that makes a little sense. I don't know whatever happened to that. Daddy had one though, or two. Electrical box. Another bathroom. Get all the patches. Badges. We don't need no stinking badges. Okay. I'm pretty sure we have no aircraft carriers in Mykonos. That fan feels good, even though it does say GE on it. I'm not the hugest fan, but GE, don't get me wrong. I don't think we can go in there. We can go back to one of these doors back here and go see what the engine looks like. Let's go out this way. You know what? Atlantic Coast, that is a purple train. It's purple with yellow stripes. I don't remember any of these boys ever being purple. That's kind of new. This deck feels a wee bit spongy. I hope it'll hold me up. The Okefenokee Chief. This is a steam locomotive. So that's engine number 9. This is not what would have been used to pull those passenger cars, I don't think. I'm pretty sure. It's a little bit before those cars' time. This is your coal bin. Well, I hate to be the guy that had to climb up over here, jump over there, and scoot the coal this way. That would kind of suck. How would you like to be the guy in charge of driving this thing? Yeah. All these handles and levers and stuff. At least we ain't got no gauges out of control up there. They're all at 0. This thing cranked up and started taking off down the road. Yeah, I don't know. Old number 9. Got a nice coat of paint on them arms down there and them white wall tires on them. Don't know that I've ever seen white wall tires on a train or not, but this is South Georgia. You can kind of expect shenanigans like that. Yeah, I can say the way I'm walking down steps. When you get my age and have as much problems going on as I do, it might hurt just to walk down steps. Old 9 steam locomotive built in 1912. A fancy silver bling arm thingies with white wall tires, raised white letters. No, that's white walls. Now, y'all want to know how old I am? I remember seeing this train right here, this train, come down that road right there. The nearest railroad tracks down there, quarter mile maybe. They had to get this train here, so they had to lay tracks down that road and bring this train in here and back it in. I remember seeing that thing coming down the road. Is that not cool or what? Let's see what we got here. I'm about to get run over by the train with the cow catcher on the front. Look at this. Me and old number 9, we be looking fine. I feel about as old as that train sometimes. Tell you what. Damn, if I had an engine that big on my van, I could get some people out of my way when they hold me up and brake checking me and all the like. All kind of crazy drivers on the roads these days. Walk down the track here. And this is where the track ends. This is called the end of the line. That is the end of the line for old number 9. Feel like a train signal over there. Yep, laying on the ground. That right over there is indeedy part of a train signal. You will see a bunch of those in Waycross. You don't have to look at one laying on the dirt. Waycross is the train capital of the planet, people. I've heard a bunch while I've been here since last night. I'm surprised I haven't been caught by any. What that is, but somebody looked like they've been whacking on it with a hammer. That distributes their steam apparently from over there down into here, puts it in here to put pressure to turn these boys back and forth to make that baby go. I mean, that was kind of an ingenious idea at the time. I mean, quite primitive now, but I mean, you just think about how you had to come up with that idea to make that move all of that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. More purple train. More train components. There's an old bench. Here's some cross ties. I don't know what the bench says. Somebody broke it. When someone you love becomes a memory, let their memory become a treasure. That's pretty cool. Somebody has been out here painting something. Probably all these rails. What that looks like. It's got fresh paint on it. Got all these picnic tables out here. I don't even think they got any kind of refreshments at this place. Stay focused on safety. His name is Iron Mike. Designed and built in 2002 by Mike Schumann. Welded by Clyde Chesser. Helper. I can't read all of that. And named by something. That's kind of cool. That is a crankshaft off of something right there, you know. Could be a camshaft. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Can I get a picture with you, Mr. Iron Mike? Hey, everyone. Oh, there's my van way over there. Let's head back in here and wrap this little journey up. Skeeters are starting to get to me. Welcome to Waycross. Pine trees, you see a lot of that in Waycross. Mockingbirds, they're everywhere. Satan's winged little helper. Get me started on mockingbirds. I'll probably do a video telling about the mockingbird story. There is a horrible story to mockingbirds, trust me. Well, let's go back in.
You know, you check her out. It looks like, I don't have this. Where did you get this one? No, yes, alright, cause that day it's gonna be crazy, yeah. So did you ring the bell?
Yeah.
Yay!
I said now the cops is gonna show up.
No, the mischief.
Get in trouble.
But do me a favor though, if you put it on, tag us.
Do what?
Okefenokee Heritage Center, if you put it on or.
Okay. All right, I'll give you one.
Bye,
of my-
Judy. Thank you.
That's my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Like I said, it's just a hobby right now.
Well, that's all right.
But I see these guys on there. I said I could do that, you know.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, those guys got like 500,000 and 600,000 followers, but they've been doing it for 10 years.
Absolutely.
And YouTube wasn't that much back then. Now it's like, and I see like young people, they sit there scrolling their phone the whole time,
Yes.
and people watch 5 seconds of one of my videos and turn it, you know. It's like, cause there's everybody just, it's a scrolling environment now.
Instant.
So you're
Okay,
kind
so
of,
did I give you that map?
I got,
Okay,
oh,
you got-
I need to get back
No,
to
no,
you.
no, no, no,
okay.
that's for
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
In case you need it for that, and then
Yeah.
this in case you'd like to become a member, we'd love to have you. You can
Okay.
come anytime.
All right, I may stop back by. I'm kind of working back and forth. I still live up there, but
Well, next time you're down, you'll
trying to
stop.
do a little bit of work down here.
Do me a favor, if you will, sign my book as you go out.
Okay.
That would be great.
Thank you, ma'am. Okefenokee Heritage Center.